Hey guys, and welcome back to the Small Time Critics. I am 1/3 of the Small Time Critics. My name is Kem.
Kem and Hashi.
And today we're just going to be doing like a quick fire thing just to sort of just chat about the industry, chat about what's going on, and just basically get a take on how we feel. We're not going to be talking about specific movies. We're just going to be talking about the industry and see what's going on.
Yep.
And hopefully, again, if it's a good one, it might stick. But yeah, we'll see. So Hash. So today we're just going to be, talking about just general TV movies to talk about. I've got a question for you.
Yep.
Your honest opinion in regards to, not obviously the case or anything, what are your thoughts of the MCU getting rid of Jonathan Majors in regards to recasting? Do you think they should recast or completely change course and give us a new villain?
Great question, bro. For me, I feel like the real kind of downturn of Marvel has been kind of affected a lot by the pandemic, the real lack of kind of storytelling in general and stuff like that. But I think for me, we had a big issue with Black Panther, because I think Black Panther, we had like a real big Chadwick Boseman sized hole in the film, and the film still did very well.
They should have recasted for me.
But you felt like they should have recasted it.
I think for the time it was a lovely gesture to say, you know, we're gonna hang up this number. No one's gonna use number 7 shirt again.
Yeah.
In obviously referencing Chadwick Boseman. There's no actual number 7, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So we're not gonna. That was a beautiful touch, but I think it was a beautiful touch at the detriment to
the overall storytelling. Yeah, and I feel like, yes, they should recast Kang, but they should also think about really kind of rejigging the story for it to be a bit more, you know what I mean, complete, because it just doesn't really flow right now.
No, it's
you
not
know
flowing.
So what do you think?
Again, like I really wanted to see what Jonathan Majors could do with the role. Unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to see that. But
he was outstanding, and that's the thing that's going to hurt them the most, because it's going to be they're going to be very hard done by to find anyone that is as good as him,
as versatile.
Yeah, because he could do all. He could do Victor Timely. He could do all the variants. He could do, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He could do King Tut. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
He could do all.
And we are just speaking on the acting. Nothing else. Okay. Fair enough. I think we both agree with the recasting. The other thing was that I actually wanted to talk about the new X-Men. There are stories that it's going to focus on obviously female leads.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Because obviously there's a lot of poo-poo on female leads, and recent sort of female-led movies haven't done well.
You're talking about the Marvels. Basically.
Marvels, and there's a lot of controversy around sort of that sort of topic right now. What are your thoughts?
Again, I think, just to quickly touch on the Marvels, I think that's more to do with superhero fatigue.
You reckon?
I think so.
Okay.
But for me, any story can be great. It just depends on how it's done in regards to kind of obviously the directing, the writing, you know what I'm saying, the acting. Any movie can be great. You know what I'm saying? In life's a meritocracy, and so is movies. You know what I'm saying? If a film is good on its merit and in terms of on its content specifically, then all it can do is succeed. You know what I'm saying? There's never going to be like a really, really great film unless people work against it.
Yeah.
That it won't succeed. And so, to answer your question, I think a female-led kind of X-Men style kind of story could definitely work 100%.
Yeah.
And I would be very interested to see what that would be and where that would go.
Yeah.
But I think we get into a bit of dicey territory when we're like trying to change the name. Yeah. And that was a huge conversation in regards to, is the name X-Men appropriate and stuff like that? Yeah. Should it be X people or blah, blah, blah? And again, without getting into gender politics and that kind of stuff, this is a creative endeavor. This is a make-believe.
Yeah.
Like, let's, you know what I mean? Let's use this great property and then try and
build on it.
And build upon it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it anyway.
I think that's where, like, I have no issues with female-led movies as long as it's done properly. Male-led movies, as long as it's done properly, the integrity of the story or the screenplay has to be front and center.
Yeah.
The movie has to be good. If the movie's good, I don't care. Bob could make it. as long as the movie's good. And I think again, because Bob Iger came out recently and said, look, they're gonna try and move away. So it's kind of crazy. They're gonna move away from messaging. And I think personally, Disney and Marvel and a lot of big studio have felt the brunt of people noticing messaging before the material and the story, which I've seen myself, and I do believe in some respect. And there are some sort of performances that deserves way better credit, but it's been overshone by this whole.
It's too heavy-handed.
It's too heavy-handed with messaging. Yeah. Forget the okay. Look, if you could creatively put the message in without people seeing that your foot in their face, I reckon that would be brilliant, and people really enjoy, because they wouldn't. It's not like they're not like felt like they've been taken down this road for you to tell them about. No. Just put it in subtly, and then it will be a brilliant movie. That's my take on it. Do you have anything more to talk about that one? Sort of female. Okay, cool. And the other one was we've done the recast. We've done the female led. Obviously, what are your thoughts on the big bombs of the years? The biggest bombs, Marvel's Rebel Moon, Aquaman, and Flash.
Again, it's all self-inflicted, Cam.
Do you reckon?
For me, it's all self-inflicted. When you put out a bad product, expect a bad reaction.
Because the reason why I brought that up here, because I'm thinking about the whole of Jonathan Majors, because obviously Flash kept Ezra Miller. Yeah. And tanked. Do you think Marvel was trying to save itself, especially with the Jonathan Majors, to get rid of him?
I think so, maybe. I really do. Because again, like, it's all self-preservation. As soon as I think the ruling came out, they immediately dropped him. Yeah. Again, we're not talking on the actual case itself, because neither here nor there. I'm no expert. We can't comment on that. But I'm just talking about what the decisions Marvel and sort of Disney's made in response to these the rulings. But there's something else I wanted to speak to you about actually. There's news that potentially Paramount and Warner Bros are going to merge. I think that's going to. What do you think about that?
That's a negative for me.
I totally agree.
That's a complete negative for me.
Why do you say that?
I just think you need for me you need competition. You need competition.
It's exactly how I feel.
Without competition, lack of trying, you need different houses. Yeah. I kind of feel terrible bringing this up, but you almost need a Jupiter ascending, the Abraxas house. You need different fractions of the Abraxas house. Yeah. You're laughing, but you know what I mean, though.
I do know what you mean.
Because with Marvel, Marvel was marveling for so long. I'm telling you, Marvel was marveling for so long, and DC weren't in a position to put any pause on them. That's why, in my opinion, I reckon it's so far away from what they were doing before, because there was no real competition. Yeah. The only real competition Marvel had in regards to a movie was The Watchmen, in my opinion. Nothing. DC had not. Obviously, I love Man of Steel personally. Yeah. But it's not on par with any of the Marvels. Yeah.
So do you think that Warner Brothers are really afraid? Obviously, because Warner Brothers, they hold the DC kind of IP. Yeah. Do you think they're afraid of Disney and the fact that they have Marvel? They that's such a huge kind of catalog of content. Yeah. They're going to join a very, very historic, would you call it, banner in regards to Paramount. They've done all the Mission Impossibles. They've done Godfather. They've made all the great old Hollywood films. Yeah. Do you think that Warner Brothers are saying, okay, let's partner up with them so we can kind of defeat the juggernaut, which is Disney and Marvel, and potentially there's murmurs in the industry that Apple may buy Disney and Marvel. So do you think Warner Brothers are afraid of that?
So I don't think, maybe. I think the whole Warner Brothers situation with Paramount is it's very out there. You could see that obviously with DC, with Marvel, that they're not that gold goose anymore. It's not goal after goal after goal. Yeah. And I think Warner Brothers taking note and thinking, we can't only just be putting out DC stuff, because it's not hitting. We need, with Paramount, they could put different stuff. So they don't have to focus a year full of superhero movies.
Yeah.
They could throw anything out there. They could do reboots. If they want to do reboots, they could do so many different stuff. So they don't have to focus. Because right now, the last 10 years, it's only been superhero movies, really.
Yeah.
I think they'd sort of kind of say, look, let's slow down, because that's what Marvel said. They need to slow down
Because they're making bad stuff, and specifically,
bad stuff, yeah.
Because obviously they're beholden to the kind of the streaming
Yeah.
kind of factory that they have to kind of make sure continues to produce kind of thing. And in many ways, I think the fact that streaming is kind of fueling what comes out and not the other way around.
Yeah, it's a sense for me. It's a case of like video killed a radio star.
Yeah.
Because
Really good point, yeah.
like with streaming being such a it's a juggernaut now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas before it's all about the big screen.
Content, yeah.
It's all about the big screen. When like we would wait for the big screen. Like the streaming was only for like sort of TV series, like not big stuff.
Like the window of release. Like there was a time where movies did not come to TV for a good 3-4 years.
Yeah.
There was a time.
Now this is year every year.
Within a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
a movie that was in cinemas will go
on
to
streaming
streaming.
platform. Yeah.
You'll be able to watch on the TV.
Yeah,
It's
so
crazy.
it's crazy, and I think there needs to be some thought process behind this. They can't keep rushing this, because ultimately it's only going to ruin them. But yeah, that's it for today. But obviously, you got anything else to say?
That's everything from me.
Yeah. So guys, it was a short one, a snappy one. It was like, we just wanted to have a little chat in regards to stuff that's out there. Again,
Yeah.
we might do it again if there is other stuff to talk about. But yeah, man, if you like what you heard, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit us up on the social medias. Hash is always responding. So guys, peace.
Peace.